for asking me to come speak today. When Deb asked me to come talk to people here to give a view of, I guess, my own journey, I thought it'd be good to do that and share it with the people here. I'm a former Toastmasters person. I actually started my Toastmasters experience when actually my line manager, when I first started my job when I was 24 years old, it was quite a while ago now, 24 years old, he asked me what the way I wanted to be one day, when the next 2-3 years, and I actually said I wanted his job. So he described to me what are the things that he does, and I didn't fully understand what it is that he did as an individual. But then when I slowly got to do that, he actually told me that one of the things that I really need to work on were my public speaking skills. I'm not a very good public speaker. I'm actually getting very nervous. I'm nervous now talking to you. But one of the things I learned in Toastmasters was that there's certain things you can do, certain mechanics you can go through, and I think the more practice you get of doing something, the easier it becomes. I still get worried, I still get nervous, I still follow a routine, and I think everyone here does when they speak in front of large groups or small groups. But I still have those anxiety attacks or whatever you want to call them. So I did that. I joined Toastmasters in Washington, D.C., where I was working at the time. And went through the sessions, and the first speech I had was actually not very good at all. It was videotaped, and I guess maybe I started hubris about this. I thought it was actually a fairly good public speaker, but then I actually saw myself on television, on video. I thought there are a lot of things I could look at. And I guess it's the first time you ever see yourself on camera. You get a little nervous. It's a bit disconcerting. So it was an eye opener for me, and I actually even today I still videotape myself when I do speak, and I do look for ways to improve my speaking style. And I also ask people in the audience, how did I do? How was it? Try to be informal about it, because I'm always trying to improve. And I think that's probably helped me with many things. And I think as I progress through my career, I overcome my fears of speaking in front of people. And I still, even though I am still afraid, but I get to manage that a little bit better now. And then that opened the door to other things. So as I started working my gaps, I progressed through my career, and I'm here now. But I think speech giving or talking in front of people, I think was a good first step. Actually, it kind of invigorated me to think about what else can I do that I'm afraid of doing, or it's not really something that's strong in my nature. So every couple of years I actually do something which I'm actually very uncomfortable with, or things I want to learn. Last year I learned how to drive a manual gearbox. I've never, I'm a US citizen, I grew up in the United States, everyone drives an automatic. So it seems quite innocuous, like driving a manual gearbox, but for me it's really important. I don't know how, and I wanted to learn how. I'm learning now how to swim. I have to admit to you, I never learned. I grew up in Philadelphia, the United States. I never learned how to swim. But I'm taking courses now, and some of the people are about my age, some people are a little bit younger, 6-year-old, 7-year-old kids. I was a little nervous, but I think one of the things that I learned is in Toastmasters, and I'm sure you will as well too, it doesn't matter about being, if you think you're humiliating yourself, or you think that you're not doing a good job, as long as you plow through it, you try it, and you do it, then just get through the presentation, or whatever it is, or swim the lap, or drive the car through the motorway. It may not be perfect, but you did it, and it kind of gives you that confidence to do something else that you haven't done before. So for me, that's how Toastmasters kind of helped me with my life, and helped me with my career, not just for work, but also exploring things that I've never done before. So I've got other ideas too, things I want to learn. I want to ride a motorcycle, but never learned how to do that. I want to do that next. Probably not going to be very good at it, but I want to keep trying. And as you start building on these skills, you start honing in and start helping other people. So that was the one thing that our Toastmasters group told us, that if you are helped, and if you feel like you are a better speaker now, or if you learn a new skill, teach other people, bring more people to the room. And I'm very happy, I'm very proud of all the people here actually. I'm sure you're all here for a reason, because you want to improve on a skill that either you think still needs to be worked on, or you want to improve yourself. And that's never a bad thing. You should always find ways to invest in yourself, and this is an investment, a very important one. You devote an hour of your time to work on your speeches, and as well too, and I will be supportive of this organization as much as I can. I'm dressed a bit, I have to apologize the way I look. I'm actually going to be flying to Bangkok today to support Vikram. Vikram reports to me, and one of the things I want to do as his manager is support him as much as I can, and even though I won't give him the speech, I will be there. The bank isn't paying for it, I'm paying for my own trip, but I think for him, this helps him, and I told him I will do this for you, but make sure that when you are helping someone else, you help other people as well too. imbue that on the people here, imbue it other people that one day he will mentor as a senior person. He will be a senior person one day, as you all will. That to make sure that he also imparts on them the issues that he's had and to help them as well too, which is what I'm doing. So that's my story. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I'm now on the distribution list now, so unfortunately I can't stay for the whole session, but hopefully I'll be part of future sessions and help you wherever I can. Any questions?
Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. You don't get these options often.
No, I've been a member of Toastmasters for probably, I guess maybe